Hey, and welcome back to the Grow Like a Mother podcast. If you're new here, welcome to the podcast. This is where we talk about time, energy, motherhood, and how to actually enjoy your life while still getting stuff done. Today, we're diving into how to transition into summer in a way that feels good, not chaotic or rushed, and not like you're drowning in some sticky popsicle sticks and to-do lists. Because let's be real, summer with kids at home can really change everything. And if you're trying to operate with your usual routine, you're probably going to end up frustrated or burnt out or both. So I want to remind you that no one size answer fits all, right? There's no one size fits all answer. And so I'm breaking things down today for you in this podcast episode by your productivity persona. Those are the four different styles I teach in the Time Magic method. You can find out your style by going to jillwright.ca/quiz. Take the little quiz. It's going to tell you if you're a cooperative visionary, if you are a passionate adventurer, a relationship builder, or a high performer. And so, or an energized performer. Anyways, you get the idea. There are four different types of ways that we tend to manage our time. And so, based on those, I've sort of created these summer tips that are going to help you move through the next few months with a lot more ease and intention and flow so that you can enjoy the summer without feeling burnt out. So, like I said, if you don't know your style yet, just hit pause or go to the show notes, head over to jillwright.ca/quiz. It's going to take you 2 minutes, and it'll make everything that you're hearing in this episode make so much more sense. So let's just dive into it. If you are a cooperative visionary, you're someone who really loves to dream big and think creatively and go with the flow, but structure can kind of feel like stifling. And too much freedom can leave you stuck in indecision. So there's this, you're oscillating between like wanting freedom, but not wanting to make the decision. And so a strategy that I would recommend for you this summer is to use theme days to create a rhythm without rigidity. Summer messes with our routines, which usually cooperative visionaries will either freeze or overcommit. That's kind of your go-to if this is your style. So I want you to give yourself some gentle anchors, right? Banks to the river, if you will. Things like Adventure Monday or Creative Tuesday or Quiet Friday, right? Each day can have its own theme, and that helps take the pressure off of constant decision making and gives you space for both flexibility and follow through. And another idea for you, just a little bonus, is trying input days for exploring and playing and learning, and output days to focus or get things done. And then that way you're matching your energy instead of trying to fight it. So if you're having a day where you know you need to get a lot done in your business or just in your household, you can have an output day and focus that day or half day or even a few hours just on doing things. But if you really are looking to have an experience and be in the moment, you could try input days or input hours, input half days, whatever, and be present for things to come into your life and experience and enjoy them. If your type is the passionate adventurer, you're spontaneous, you're excitable, you're motivated by inspiration. And so summer energy really suits you, right? But without some kind of filter, you're going to try to do everything and you're going to end up burning out. So here is your summer shift strategy. I want you to have weekly have to lists and hope to lists. So each week you're going to do a brain dump, get everything out on paper of the things that are floating around in your head that you want to do, that you have to do, all the things, right? Whatever you're thinking about, get it down on paper in a brain dump. And then you're going to divide that into two different lists. One is the have tos, it's these essential things like camp drop off and working in your business, the client work, right? Feeding everybody, those types of things. And then you're going to have the have to lists, all of the fun, creative, personal goals, writing the book, going strawberry picking, doing backyard water fight or water balloons, right? And this strategy is going to give you room to follow through on your sparks of inspiration, creativity, and adventure without letting everything become urgent, right? Like you're going to have the FOMO, you're going to want to do everything. So that's how we're going to manage that urgency to do everything with freedom to still be creative, right? And a bonus tip, I want you to treat your hope to list like it's a menu, right? And pick from that hope to list when you've made the time to do something fun and spontaneous. Pick from that list based on what your energy is like and not out of obligation. Okay. The third type of productivity persona is the relationship builder. If this is you, you are heart centered. You are the heart centered connector, let's say. You're going to want to be present for everybody this summer. With your kids being home, that adds a lot of pressure, and you often can put yourself last without even realizing it. So, if this sounds familiar, I want to give you a summer shift strategy based on your productivity type. I want you to start each day by setting one intentional boundary, right? It could be something like, I'm not going to respond to any emails until the afternoon. Or today I'm going to take 20 minutes of alone time before bed or after lunch or while the kids have some quiet time on their tablets. Like whatever it is, the point is your needs matter too. And summertime is really the perfect time to sort of relearn how to honor your needs so that you're not just constantly giving and giving and giving. Because as we know, I always say this, the definition of burnout is an unequal exchange of energy out and energy in. And your type is especially susceptible to this. So, bonus tip for you, I want you to ask yourself each morning, what is one boundary that I will hold today? I guess that's not a bonus tip. That's just another way to reframe it. But figure out what is a boundary that's going to give you something you need today. It's going to allow you to be in the driver's seat, even just for a little bit, and then actually stick to it. Okay. The last type that you could be is called the Energized Achiever. The Energized Achiever is the go-getter, the workaholic. You're thriving on results and structure. And so summer can really throw you off because your momentum is whacked and your work life kind of blends in with your home life in a way that can leave you feeling like, oh, I'm not getting anything done, right? You feel a little bit of this spinning energy. And so what I want you to do for these next summer months is to define your non-work hours and honor them, right? If you're working from home or if you're an entrepreneur, this is especially important because you don't go to a place of work between 9 and 5. That is a really structured thing that not all of us have. And not all of us have in the summer with the kids home, right? So you need to define those hours, create intentional blocks of time. And even if it's just like 60 to 90 minutes in the morning or whatever, a couple times a week, carve that time out for your deep work, the things that you want to do, right? And you need to clearly communicate this to your family and the people around you, the caregivers, whatever that you're working with, so that you're not fighting your focus every day, so that you can sit down with this time, go deep, and then pop out of it and go live life in the craziness that summer is going to be, right? Something that can really help with this is having a close down ritual. And so whether that's as simple as like turning off the light, or if you have a candle going when you're working, blow out the candle, close the laptop screen. It's a small thing like this that you do every single time to transition that helps your brain shift out of productivity mode so that you can step back into real life, right? Maybe just take a deep breath or move your body, have a glass of water. And remember that summer is not a sprint, it's a season. Okay. I'm so curious to know which one of these you guys are. If you're on Spotify, you can leave a comment. Let me know what your type is. And if these tips resonated for you, right? Are you maybe a bit of a mix? If you take the quiz with your work hat on, you might end up being a different productivity persona than if you take it with your home hat on, and that's totally fine. You may feel like all of these speak to you in some way, and I invite you to just grab what works for you and leave what doesn't. The whole point is that we're personalizing this. I have been all four of these types throughout my life. We kind of oscillate depending on the season. And so it's really cool if something resonates with you, keep it in your back pocket, even if it might not be super relevant for right now. As the seasons change, you can remember that thing and add it into your routine and swap something else out that is no longer working. And you just kind of keep recycling these tools and working with the season that you're in, right? You don't need to do more. You just need to do what matters. And what matters changes each season. So I'm going to leave that with you because I keep relearning that same lesson. And if any of this resonated with you and you're feeling like your usual systems just aren't cutting it this season, I do have a few options that can help. We can do a time tune-up, which is a 90-minute one-to-one where we just walk through what's working, what's not, how to set your summer up in a way that really supports your energy, your kids, and your family. I'll put the link in the show notes if that is something that speaks to you. I do have some spaces still open for the summer. Or if you want to do things more DIY, I have the planner coming out. It's called the Time Magic Planner. We're on wait list now, but depending on when you're listening, it might be available. So go ahead and check the show notes. Get on the wait list for that because this is a seasonal planner that is going to be completely transformative and different than anything you've done before in terms of planning, weekly planning, getting things organized, scheduling. It's a real game changer, and I can't wait to share that with you. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. If this helped you feel any differently or think any differently about summer and how to move through it in your way, could you do me a favor? Could you share it with someone who else needs to hear this, or take a screenshot, tag me, Grow Like a Mother on Instagram, and let me know what type of productivity persona you are and what tip was your favorite. So that's it. That's it for the week. I'm wishing you lots of sunshine and enough space this summer to just be. And so until next week, keep on growing like a mother.